world champion international speech contest. And he's a father, a mentor, uh, a great speaker who inspired many of us. So let's welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor.
Is this session? Okay. Arfa, if you're listening to me, if you're available, do you want us to share? Do you want to share the minutes of the last meeting?
Yes. Am I audible?
Okay. Yes, you are.
Okay. I'm here to report on our last meeting, which was held on October 9 under the leadership of PTM Talha bin Hamid as presiding officer. The theme was Beauty with Bronze, and the word of the day was radiant. And we had total of 18 participants. And our best speaker award went to Toastmaster Majid Doctor, while Toastmaster Sila Hamid was recognized as the best table topic speaker. The title of best evaluator was awarded to DTM Talha bin Hamid, and DTM Talha also won the best Big Four along with Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge Toastmaster Sila Hamid for being our best facilitator for the meeting. Thank you all for making that meeting a great success. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Arfa. It's a wonderful club secretary role, which almost makes us memorize what we have learned or what we have achieved our last meeting, which is the meeting number 1124. And looking forward for your enthusiasm and a good report for this upcoming meeting of 1125. So, ladies and gentlemen, just give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. So today I would like to resonate few of the a theme which is very close to each and every one of us, and be it our home, community, nation, or maybe someone individual. Whenever we need something, we always say somebody will do it. And it happens that nobody does it for something which anybody can do it, and no one has appeared to it. So this is the story of like everyone, anybody, nobody, and somebody. So there was something very important to do. And as usual, everybody thought it's easy, anybody will do it. Nobody did, and in the end, that did not work. So why we are that much into having it somebody and nobody? I would emphasize on this somebody and nobody. This resonates very much of ourselves. As an individual, if one and all takes a responsibility of making it a big, for example, in a slang word, we say he is nobody. But that nobody, to make him somebody, it's everybody's job. Today, this is what I'm trying to say. If everybody takes a responsibility to make that nobody or someone who is not recognized to his own potential, let him learn to his potential and make him somebody so that he or she makes a community on a larger aspect. You will think about today's role also. I jump into when I was thinking that anybody will take this Toastmaster of the Day role. And somehow when VP Education said, I don't have a Toastmaster of the Day, we cannot assign table topics. Because of that, I finally said, okay, let me jump into, though I was on the stage for last 2 weeks also. Let's cut short the too much of briefing. But my role as a Toastmaster of the day for the team, it is that if we all, as an individual, we are somebody, remember and make someone who thinks that he is not captured or renowned for his skills, let us polish his skill and make him somebody also, so that he puts his way forward. As Toastmasters meeting, we have 3 sessions. The first session is the club prepared speech sessions, where the members prepared for their respective project, and deliver the speeches. Second is our table topic session, and third is the evaluation session. So we will just try to make a little faster, but this time I would love to call upon the role holders and to explain their roles, because today we have only 2 speakers, and that is the best way to get chances for the role players. So today, our grammarian and word master, a Toastmaster, Heba Rais Khan, I request you to please come on stage and
as the grammarian, I'll be making note of all the incorrect usages of grammar, phrases, and words spoken by the speaker during the prepared speech and the table topic. And as for the word of the day, and at the end of the session, I'll be giving my report. And as for the word of the day is entice, which means attract or tempt by offering pleasure or advantage. So please use it in your table topics and prepared table topics and prepared speeches as well. Over to you.
I will just hand over the charge to our timer, Toastmaster Imran Rana, to share his role with beautiful colors.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, my role is to make sure that we must end the meeting on time. So there will be different timing for different segments. For prepared speeches, as we all know, both the speeches are 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll show green. At 6 minutes, I'll show yellow. And at 7 minutes, I'll show red. This red color means the speaker is left with 30 seconds to wrap up his or her speech. After that, he or she will be disqualified for voting. For table topics speeches are from 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show the green color. This means the minimum requirement is fulfilled. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll show yellow. At 2 minutes, I'll show red. This red color means the speaker is left with 30 seconds. After that, the speaker will be disqualified for voting. Then for speech evaluation, the speech evaluations are from 2 minutes to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. At 2 minutes, I'll show green. At 2.5, I'll show yellow. And at 3 minutes, I'll show red. So after red, 30 seconds will be left for the speaker to wrap up the speech. With that, I would like to hand over charge back to the Toastmaster of the day.
I cannot clap harder, but otherwise my mobile will get down. Okay, let us invite our listener. Today, our listener is Toastmaster Fiza Aziz. Okay, so we'll give her a chance to take a breath, and let us invite our joke master, Toastmaster Heba Rais, please to share us the joke, and then we will go with the role holders. Thank you.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, how many managers does it take to change a light bulb? How many managers does it take to change a light bulb? None. They delegated to someone. I told a joke over a Zoom meeting. It wasn't even remotely funny. My husband used to work in computers. My husband used to work in computers, but then he lost his drive. I love reminiscing about the beautiful herb garden I had grown up. I love reminiscing about the beautiful herb garden I had grown up. Good times. Times. It's a herb. The guy who stole my diary just died. My thoughts are with his family. Over to
Thank you, Toastmaster Heba. If Toastmaster Fiza is one. I invite Toastmaster Fiza Aziz to share her role as listener. You know, right?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I have been accepted as a role of a listener, and as a listener, I'll be listening to your interesting words, and I'm gonna point out those words after this meeting. So see you all later, and you will have to guess what happens.
Thank you. Our counter today is Toastmaster Majid Akhtar. Actually, our counter is missing, and I feel everybody today is good, and nobody will use the R counter, so we don't need anybody for this role. Let's move ahead for our prepared
I
speech
can do
session.
the role. I can be the counter, Toastmaster.
Okay.
Latif.
So Shahzeb, Toastmaster Shahzeb, please explain the role of an R counter. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the R counter for today's meeting, and I will be listening to everyone very carefully. And whenever you are using or any crunch words, for example, and so, I will be noting down those numbers, that how many times you use those crunch words and R's. And at the end of the meeting, I will be giving my report to the general evaluator. Thank you. You are muted, sir.
Okay, my bad. Okay. So our first speaker of today is to be distinguished Toastmaster as of now, Mohammed Asghar. His speech will be evaluated by none other than distinguished Toastmaster Irfan Farooqi. May I request distinguished Toastmaster Irfan Farooqi to please share his project details.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just give me a second. Just give me a second, please. So Toastmaster Asghar is going to deliver his speech from Pathway Engaging Humor. It is a level 3 speech, and the topic is understanding vocal variety. His project is understanding vocal variety. Title is A Bad Hair Day. Time of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And in this, the purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety to enhance a speech. Let's listen to Toastmaster Asghar about the way he talks and he delivers with a vocal variety. I don't know how vocal variety he has, but something I know, I have experienced, he has a lot of vocal words. So I admire his language. I admire his words, but let's see how he delivers those words. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Irfan Farooqi. Let's invite with a huge round of applause Toastmaster Mohammed Asghar.
Okay. Am I audible for the online participants?
Yes, you're audible.
Dear Toastmasters, and there is no guest. The year was 2014 when I started to deliver presentation, where I came to know that I am a poor communicator when it comes to English language. Coming from an Urdu medium school, it was quite natural to be in that position or condition. As a senior employee and an adult person, it was not possible for me to join English language classes with other students in an institute like PACC. So I decided to take another route. I decided to hire a teacher for oral conversational one-to-one sessions. Thanks to Don's Sunday classified section, I found one. We chalked out a plan together to have a regular interaction at his home. In the following morning, I was at his doorstep. I pressed the bell. Don't press the bell second time. I will be there. An old ugly voice came to me. I froze in fear for a moment, but waited for the old lady to open the door. After a few moments, she opened the door and said, "What is your problem?" I started to stutter. I was called by Mr. Gulzar for one-to-one class tuition. She looked me from head to toe. "You are a student." I said nothing. Then he said, "You are another trouble. He wants to keep at home." While we were conversing with each other, someone said, "Come inside, Mr. Asgar." That was a frail voice behind the old lady. I immediately stopped talking and entered the main gate. While entering the main gate, I had seen a picture of two old persons together. So I had worked out that they must be a couple I just interacted. But it was a bit surprising to see the apples and oranges in the same basket. "Come in, Mr. Asgar, come in." That old man indicated me to sit in front of him. The lady disappeared, and Mr. Gulzar started to talk with me. "Look, Asgar, as we interacted last night over the phone, I came to conclusion that you need practical skills." "But what is that, sir?" "Well, there are two kind of knowledge. Passive learning deals with the knowledge. Active learning deals with the skills. You don't need passive knowledge. You just need practical skills." "Mr. Gulzar! Mr. Gulzar!" the old lady shouted again. This time, it turned just a deaf ear. Now I lost my patience. Sir, is she your wife? Unfortunately, yes. But what is done now. You have to live your life as it is. These things happens in life. You have to get on with it. But where were we, Mr. Asgar? Sir, practical knowledge, practical skills. The moment the feral man again started to talk about the practical knowledge, the lady burst open the door. Don't you know it's 8 o'clock? It's a dinner time. You should have finished by now. And then he turned towards me. And you, mister, I don't want to see you after 8 o'clock at my house. Now wrap up and go away. Dear Toastmaster, I did exactly the same. I wrap up and dashed out from the house for my dear life's sake. Learning from Mr. Gulzar became a forlorn hope after experiencing a rocky ride that day. But this episode did not defeat my courage, did not dampen my ability to learn, which virtually led me to join Karachi Toastmaster Club. The rest, as they say, is history. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammed Asgar. It would have been lovely to hear that what happened after that. Did you went again, left before 8? Let's hear it in next speech maybe. Without further ado, let's invite our second speaker, Toastmaster Sila, and her speech will be evaluated by Arfa Tabassum. Toastmaster Arfa Tabassum is our VP Secretary for the Karachi Toastmasters Club meeting, and may I request Toastmaster Arfa to please share Toastmaster Sila's speech objectives. Over to you.
It's presentation mastery, level 1, project 4, evaluation and feedback. The first speech of project 4, title of the speech is Jump First and Think Second. Jump first and think second. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Let's invite Toastmaster Sila.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Am I audible to the online? They are nodding their heads. Okay.
Yes,
Life
yes,
is
you are.
Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Have you ever had a fear, or have you ever had a fear of taking a risk just because of fear of the failure or the fear of failing? I know I have. Dear Toastmasters and the online participants, life always, fear in the life, fear always let us hold by waiting for the perfect moment or for the foolproof plan. But the truth is, it is really good sometimes it is really good to jump first and think second. Let me share you a few of the stories. When I was a child, my cousin and I loved to sneak to our furious neighbor Auntie Mina's yard. Do you know why? Just to pick up the mangoes from her mango tree, big mango tree in her yard. So as we always had a fear. So, but one day we decided to break it and take the risk. And we climbed up the tree, and our eyes were continuously on the mangoes. And while we were grabbing it and throwing it into our yard, suddenly Auntie Nina shouted, "What are you kids doing?" At that moment, we had a choice to panic or to run. So guess what? We quickly ran and jumped down, ran towards the gate. Sooner we reached to our yard with having some mangoes in our hands, laughing, giggling, and we were so excited by this adventure. That moment, give me a lesson or taught me that when I embrace that fear, and when we embrace that fear, we got the adventure and the delicious mangoes. And it is so easy. I mean, at that moment, we just discovered it's good, or it's sometimes it's good to jump first and think second. The stories do not end here. In my life, always had a fear of water. For years, I've been avoiding water pools and the swimming pools. One day, because the thought of being submerged always terrified me. So one day I went to the swimming pool with my friends. I did not have any idea or any plan to be in the pool, but by thinking, accidentally I slipped to the shallow end of the water of the pool. What can be happened? My heart raced, and my body was all frozen. If I recall now, I just recall the Frozen, the movie Frozen at that time. So my whole body was all frozen, but suddenly what an incredible thing happened, that I started floating. And I realized that the water wasn't as scary as I always had imagined in my life. And I started swimming, and I was feeling so good, and I felt that the fear which always held me was all melted. At that day, that incident taught me a lesson that sometimes something is worse than the reality. To make a thing second. So recently, I must say, very recently, I faced another challenge. You know what? It was my first table topic speech at the Toastmaster. And my immediate reaction was, why me? Then what happened? I just again, because the fear of failing publicly terrified me. I again remembered my lesson, and that it's okay to sometimes jump first and think second. I stood up, went to the stage. And I had two choices, either to panic or to go on. I chose to move on. I spoke, and for my surprise, I was announced as the best table topic speaker. Dear Toastmasters, let me ask you, what's holding you back to take that next leap? Is it a fear of failure? Is it a fear of looking foolish? Or is it a fear of unknown? Whatever it is, I encourage you to take a step back, encourage you to embrace the discomfort in your life and go on. Remember, Remember, it's perfectly okay. It is perfectly okay to think second and jump first. Either you will get a valuable lesson, or you will hit your goal. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Silla. It was a wonderful session. What I always love about public speaking or prepared speech sessions is it's something which you have given time for 5 to 7 minutes to a speaker, but eventually you have heard or you have, it's similar that you have learned or you have read a chapter of someone's life, and that can be implemented on others also. So let's move ahead and ask our timer if both our speakers are qualified. Okay, so today I don't think so. We will be floating votes. Oh, seriously? Okay, so I am the vote counter, and let's see how I'm going to float the votes. I don't have internet. Okay, so I can see a paper in everybody's desk. I would request to please write your best speaker and keep it to yourself, and I'll come and collect individually. No, it's fine. No, I don't have internet. That's what I was. It's okay. Just let's do this way today. Let's make it a difference. We'll take a few minutes of break. I think the T-boy is there. Yeah. Yes, still standing. Okay.
What about the online voting?
He left.
How can we vote?
Okay.
Online people.
That is also a good idea. Someone who does not have tea is okay. Let's move ahead and ask our table topic master to come and take the charge. One thing which I always feel comfortable to share is when we need something,
Yes.
we always look for someone.
Toastmaster Latif.
Yes, bro.
It's DTM Irfan Faruqi is asking for the online audience that how they will be vote.
Yes, I will. We will float the vote for the online.
Thank you.
Yes, we can. Shazib, you can raise the poll. Post it now. Okay.
What we can do is that we send a direct message to Toastmaster Imran Rana on chat.
Exactly. Yes. Correct. Thank you, Irfan, for the wonderful idea. So, online audience, please vote your best speaker to Toastmaster Imran Rana's WhatsApp number. If nobody has it, I can give. Let's move ahead. And I was saying that when we are looking for to do good something, we always look forward towards a champion. That champion, that guy, that mentor who has lived the glory will only be able to help us. But that's not a burden to nobody. That's a burden to nobody, actually. I feel that we as an individual, that somebody can be the one who can motivate one champion. So if, for example, if someone is a champion in one of the athlete or one of the public speaking, we all help that individual by evaluating his speech, by commenting on what kind of message the audience would love at this era, this time. And moreover, it is all about how to encourage that one individual by being that somebody. Let's move ahead, and we'll move ahead with the table topic session. And our today's speaker is Advocate Rafat Mubin. And please, with big round of applause, Toastmaster Rafat Mubin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. We all know that life is a stage and everyone has to play its role individually and collectively. It's my honor and privilege to become a table topic master for today's session. My first role is My first role is that I was a nagging wife. I was a nagging wife before joining Toastmaster. I was a nagging wife before joining Toastmaster. For this, I invite Toastmaster Imran Rana. Toastmaster Imran Rana, nagging wife.
Thank you so much for giving me such a wonderful topic, fellow Toastmasters and guests. When I joined Toastmasters, I was asked to be the sergeant at arms. The next year, I was asked to be the VP Education. When DTM Samir came for the oath ceremony, he told me that VPE is just like a wife. So my husband was DTM Talha bin Hamid. So I decided to be a nagging wife and teach him the lesson so that he will learn everything. Yes, he will remember for his life. So what I did was I always disturb him since I was the VPE, and I had a right to nag him as much as possible, as this right has been given to me by the first district director DTM Samir, and he not in that relationship. So I never look for. I always send him messages, day and day night, every time, even 4 a.m. I always send him the messages. And what he did, as a good husband, good obedient husband, he always replied. So if you want to be a successful VPE, you will have to become a nagging wife. Over to you, table topic master.
My next role is a role of strict husband, who never want that his wife mingle with others, with family members, and always make trouble for her. For this, I invite Toastmaster Fiza. A strict husband. I was a strict husband. I never liked that my wife mingle with my family member. I always cause trouble for her.
Thank you, table topic master, for the very interesting topic. I am not married, and the thing is that wow, thank you for gender swapping. If I was a very strict husband, I would not let my wife mingle. Yeah, why would I let her mingle with other guys? I mean, come on, look at me. I'm really, really handsome and amazing. Why she need to look anywhere else? So look at me. I'm more of a interesting personality. I will not bore her. She will not be bored. I'll provide her. I will love her. I will take care of her. She doesn't have to go to anybody. So why would I let her mingle with anybody else? So thank you.
My next role is an old lady, 70, who is 70 plus, suffering from number of ailments, and complained that no one realize her. But after joining Toastmaster, she changed her attitude. For this, I invite DTM Irfan Faruqi.
Oh, my dear thought, you, I only see a dead blind white color wall. I don't see people here.
Am I audible now? All right. The whole tempo is gone now. I start now. My dear fellow Toastmasters, where are you? And now I see a handsome young boy. Previously, it was a dead wall. Now a long beard, smart looking boy is there. Oh, now he's gone. You know, I have spent all my life talking to people, but the best thing that has happened with me is a Toastmasters meeting. I can't see properly. My eyes are of no use. My ears are of no use. But thank you for giving this old lady a chance to talk for 2 minutes. In my home, nobody cares about me. Nobody listens to me. Thank you, Toastmaster, for creating this forum for me where I can speak whatever I want. Nobody can challenge me. Nobody can ask me to shut up. Nobody can put his fingers in the ears. No, you are not allowed. And I am very happy to Toastmaster. I think Smedley made this forum 100 years ago only for me, so that when my kids and my grandchildren, they don't listen to me, at least there would be few people sitting there idly listening to the old lady. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
I was cursing my sons and daughters that they are not look after me, but after joining Toastmaster, I realized my fault. I was cursing my sons and daughters that they never look after me properly, but after joining Toastmaster, I realized my fault. For this, I invite Toastmaster Hiba Rais.
Yes. Can you repeat the compliments?
I was cursing my sons and daughters that they never look after me properly. But after joining Toastmaster, I
Can't
realized
hear anybody. Voices, no voice. No voice.
I was cursing my sons and daughters that they never realize my efforts and they never.
At my hand, the voice is clear, DTM Farooq. Please check your mic.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hello, Toastmasters and guests. If I was married and I was, if I was married and I had children, but
They never properly look after me.
if I was married,
Nazib, can you hear? I can't hear.
if I was married, okay, I'll just if I was married and I had children, I would always want my children to, look after me, to take care of me, and to love me as a mother or a father, whatever role I would have. And thank you. I would try to be, in return, I would try to be a good parent. I would do whatever they want me to do, take care of them, love them, respect them. Thank you.
Life is very precious. We don't want to waste it in preference. The lesson we learned from Toastmasters, that how we understand or how we realize the efforts of others. For this, I invite Toastmaster Shazim.
Shazib, are you with us?
Sorry, I didn't heard the topic, please. Yes, I didn't heard the topic. Please repeat it.
Life is very precious. We don't.
Yes,
If I'm audible?
Yes.
Life is very precious.
Yes, you are audible.
States on trifling.
Life is
Don't
precious.
want to waste it over tifflings. It is high time that we understand each other, and it is the lesson of Toastmasters that how we act individually or collectively.
I did not got the topic. Life is precious, and then you say something about the Toastmasters.
Life is precious. Don't waste on triflings.
Okay, life is precious. Don't waste on tiffling. What is the meaning of it?
Triflings छोटी-छोटी बातों पे.
Okay, life is precious. Don't waste on tiffling.
Triflings.
Tifflings. Tifflings.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Miss Toastmaster Rafat Mubin, or Table Topic Master. Ladies and gentlemen, my topic is that life is beautiful, and we don't need to waste time on the little things, the little talks in our families, and with the Toastmasters, I think. So it is very true, and very a valuable thought that we don't need to waste time on the little things, on the little problems with each other, on the little talks that we made with each other, and we need to understand each other. Whenever we interact with our people, with our family members, with our friends, or even with the Toastmasters, or even with outside of the Toastmasters, we don't need to be quick to make a judgment. We need to know the stories of our friends, our families, of our Toastmasters, and we need to realize that why they are talking to us like this, in this way. And we need to understand them. We need to listen to them, and we need to take care of each other. And our life is very short. I just lost one of my close friend a few days ago, and they taught me a very valuable lesson that we need to be very careful, very careful about each of us. We did not need to be aggressive. We need to understand, and we need to realize that what our friends, our family want from us. So Back to you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master.
With this, I conclude table topic. I would like to invite Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ripper, for organizing such a wonderful session. Though topics were with real life feelings, but you took us like more than 70 years, 80 years. So I think that's why our fellow Toastmaster Heba got a little confused with the topic. But it's okay. Sometimes we have to role play a little bit of our grandparents or something like that. It's okay. Let's move ahead for our next session. Before that, I would just request our timer to please share if all the
all the different speakers are qualified. Except yeah,
45 seconds.
No, she's not qualified.
So today, okay, so I hereby request each and everyone again to please write it your best table topic speaker. Our today's table topic speakers were Toastmaster Imran Rana, Toastmaster Heba Reis, Toastmaster Irfan Faruqi, DTM Irfan Faruqi, and Shazia. Please write your words. Okay, I'll collect. Thank you very much. Now let's move ahead. And before I invite our general evaluator, I saw an online guest, Manoj Kumar. If you're a guest, if you're a Toastmaster Manoj Kumar, please introduce yourself and how did you reach us?
Good evening, everybody. I just saw your meeting links and joined in. I'm a Toastmaster from India. I'm part of online club Chalk and Dusters.
Thank you, Manoj. Actually, we just ended our table topic session and the prepared speech session. And
Okay.
I'm here to invite our general evaluator. As long you can, please stay with us and we will take your feedback in the end. Over to you, our general evaluator, Toastmaster Imran Rana, the wicked wife, the nagging wife, the backbone of Karachi Toastmasters Club.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm sure I'm audible and visible. Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, so I just received a thumbs up from the physical audience. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, now we are in the third segment, that is the general evaluation segment. In this segment, we are going to. This segment is divided into 3 parts. First, we are going to evaluate the prepared speeches. Then we request the table topic evaluator to evaluate the table topic speeches. Then I'll collect reports from the facilitator. And finally, I'll give my brief evaluation about the overall meeting. So let's begin with the speech evaluations. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Asghar Ramzan, and he was evaluated by DTM Irfan Faruqi. So I request DTM Irfan Faruqi to share his evaluation about Toastmaster Asghar's speech. So DTM Irfan Faruqi, the stage is yours. You're in the line.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. Well, Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar, as I said earlier, before the start of your speech, that today is a time when I will take my revenge from you. But unfortunately, you did not give me any opportunity to take revenge. And because when I was listening to you, I was so involved in your story. I was so involved in your style that despite of a lot of tries, I have to postpone my revenge for any other future evaluation. The best thing about your speech that I have liked is your style of storytelling. You talked about vocal variety, but then you took us to a journey when you went to somebody and you wanted that person to be your mentor, coach, or trainer for the language. One thing that I've always admired about you is that you are a very straightforward person. Most of the time when you talk, when you describe yourself, you are a down-to-earth person. You never try to claim big things. You always present that your life was a simple life, that how you studied from Urdu medium and then how it was difficult for you to learn the English language, and that is why you chose a course. This is something I always like about you. And today also, you were very straightforward, very down-to-earth person. Another good aspect of your today's speech was your humor. Not only that I was also enjoying, but I could see that the people there, which I could see, were also enjoying your speech. Third best thing about your speech was your dialogue, the way you presented the dialogue. I would say that from vocal variety, you emphasized on many words. For instance, when you said, so I decided, that had a variety. You said, don't pause. Anyway, in your dialogue, when you talked about the lady talking to her husband, all those accents, high-pitched voice, and the fearful voice of the husband, they were excellent. So vocal variety, yes, I think masterpiece vocal variety presented today. However, I would add one thing. Dialogue was very good, but in your dialogue, when you were talking about the husband and wife, you had a good accent, but your own accent was missing. You were just describing. You could have done that. And number two, mostly you deliver your speeches from home. Today you are physically present, so stage was not properly utilized. You were very close to camera, then you went too far away from camera. So if you improve all those two things, you are an excellent speaker. Very good speech today. Back to you, Journal Evaluator.
Thank you so much, KTM Irfan Faruqi, for such a wonderful. I'm sure I'm audible.
Yeah, I wanted to ask one question, which is not a part of evaluation.
Please go ahead.
When Toastmaster Asghar, you saw those man and wife, how wife was treating the husband, did it had any impact on your decision of getting married?
Yes, I regret it. I regret this my decision. Thank you very much for this question.
Now, it is what it is. It's really accepted to regret. Okay, thank you so much, KTM Irfan Faruqi, for such wonderful evaluation. Okay, my feedback to Toastmaster Asghar is that most of the time your hands were clasping, trying to put them straight or use them according to the flow of your speech. Overall, a wonderful speech delivered by Toastmaster Asghar Ramzan. Our second speaker was Toastmaster Sila Hamid. And to evaluate Toastmaster Sila Hamid, we have a debutante speech evaluator, and she is our secretary of the club. Toastmaster Arfa, the stage is yours.
Am I audible?
Could you please be more louder?
Okay, now, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. Dear Toastmasters, I am pleased to evaluate speech of Toastmaster Sila. And you may have noticed that from the moment she stepped onto the stage, her confidence and readiness were evident. It seems she has no fear of public speaking, even before she started speaking, indicating that she was fully prepared and in control. And when she began speaking, began speaking by asking that, "Am I audible to the online speakers?" This simple act reflected her confidence, and I believe that will make her journey easier. Her voice was, which added a gentle touch to her delivery and created a calming atmosphere for the audience. I think we can all agree that her eye contact was excellent. For example, when she asked a question that, had you have a fear of taking risk, Toastmaster Silla effectively looked around the audience and ensuring everyone felt engaged and connected to her message. Her body language and hand gestures aligned perfectly with her words, enhancing her message and making it more impactful for the audience. For example, when she spoke about her initial fear of water, how her heart raced and her body froze, her gestures effectively captured that fear, making the moment more vivid for the audience. Her confidence remained constant throughout the entire presentation. She used language like "move on," "holding you back," "tries to panic," or "go on," which added depth and clarity to her message, making it more relatable and impactful. Her speech content was well structured. She began by sharing a childhood story, followed by her thoughts about the fear of water. Next, she discussed how she overcame this fear and concluded with her experience of facing the fear of table topic speech. And while her content was strong, there is room for improvement in the structure of her speech. Instead of sharing three separate memories, she might benefit from focusing on just one of those memories and exploring it in greater detail. By doing so, she can dive deeper into her experiences and providing more context and emotion. This approach would allow her to create a stronger connection with the audience, helping them to engage more fully with her story. A detailed exploration of a single experience can make her message more impactful and relatable, allowing the audience to resonate with her journey and insightful. Overall, good, and that's it. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alpha Tabassum, for such a wonderful speech evaluation. You know what? I received a message. How can I do Toastmaster Silla speech evaluation? But we all just experienced such a wonderful speech evaluation, and it was quite difficult for me to understand your statement, what you just wrote me in the message, that you cannot do the speech evaluation. You are just underestimating yourself. So not to do that, a wonderful speech evaluation by Toastmaster Arafat Tabassum. So all the speech evaluators are qualified. So you are requested to send your message, private message to me about the best speech evaluator you think who was. So send your messages through private chat. Now we are moving towards the table topic speech evaluation. Table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Rafat Mubin. And to evaluate the table topic speech evaluation, we have a wonderful Toastmaster. Toastmaster Asghar, the stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Dear Toastmaster, our first speaker was none other than the General Evaluator himself, Toastmaster Imran Rana, who talked about nagging wife before joining Toastmasters. One thing that Imran Rana, I think, one of the most experienced person when it comes to the table topic, being a table topic speaker. And you know why? Because I think he spoke more table topic session than any other Toastmaster available in the KTC. This is one reason. This is one reason why he was so systematic when it comes to talking in the Toastmaster in the table topic session. The way he thanked, the way he called everyone fellow Toastmaster, these are the salutation and the necessary part. We usually ignore them at our own peril. This gentleman did both, thanked, and he called them the Toastmaster, the fellow Toastmaster, and then he went on to speak about the nagging wife. And being on a lighter side, he described the story of being VPA and then called DTM Thala being his nagging wife, and also mentioned one of the gentlemen, DGM Samir Dode, being the nekahwa of this marriage, of this wedlock. But then, of course, he all advised us to be a successful VPA if we want to be a nagging wife of the president. The next speaker, restricted husband, was Fiza. Fiza is comparatively new as compared to Imran Rana, and one thing I have noted down, it is the journal statement. She is one of the Toastmasters who have never committed grammatical mistake. She always speaks in a very fluent English. She always uses best quotations of the English language. What is done, remember? Yes. And she did today the same thing. But I am always amazed that why she is not able to complete her time, the 3 minutes time. You spoke well. You spoke in a very proper, with proper grammar. You spoke fluently. You used proper structure of English language. But we need you to speak in order to fulfill your time. It also gives you more experience. You are already confident, but it also gives you, strength as you speak. It gives you further strength to speak even more. The next speaker was Eba Khan. Eba, you started to speak. One thing I always like in you, when you are called to do a performance, you will come here and try to perform your role. But then all of a sudden, you found yourself stuck. You came here, you started to speak. You are a confident Toastmasters. You always come to the stage when required. But there is something perhaps you need to practice to speak. And one thing I would like to give you sometime our table topic masters, we do not get what the table topic master is saying. But I think it is less important to follow what he or she is saying to you. It is more important to talk related to that topic, not exactly about that topic, just to talk about the sons and the daughters. If they are in the Toastmaster, what would be their reaction? What would be your reaction about them? The next, Shazeb talked about life, talked about encouragement, and emphasized on listening others. And what I liked him in the way he gave the example while talking to the topic of life, he gives the example about the importance of life with the reference of one of his best friends' recent death, and to draw a lesson for all of us. He talked all the time, and he talked full confidence, and he talked in a very proper way. What is surprising for me, why he has not been a prepared speaker so far. It is something that he is answerable to all of us. The last speaker, perhaps, was DTM Irfan Farooqi. DTM Irfan Farooqi today donned the role of a 70-plus lady. I always underestimated the body gesture and vocal variety of DTM Irfan Farooqi. Today, he proved me wrong. He not only spoke in the role of that lady, he spoke all the time in her accent. And we did not feel even for a single moment that he is DTM Irfan speaking in the role of a lady. I think You must have worked in a theater or had been an actor while growing up. Now I'm curious about your role. When your biography comes out, I want to read it. Had you been in a standing position and had you shown some body gesture of that 70% lady, it would have taken the cake. But anyway, thank you very much for this enchanting, intoxicating, and interesting role. God bless you. And this is the end from my side. I hope I have done all.
Yes. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asghar, for such a wonderful and such a hilarious table topics evaluation. DTM Irfan, while you were delivering your topic, I was thinking that you must have slept for a few seconds, since the 70-year-old lady. You never know when while talking she could be sleep. So if you could edit that would be that would create a great impact in your speech. So overall, a wonderful speech. So now it's time for me to take reports from the facilitator. Our first facilitator was Grammarian, and the word master, she is Toastmaster Hiba Islam. So we request Toastmaster Hiba to share the report.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters, I forgot to add that the grammarian also does not mention the person who does the mistake. I mean, by speaking. So someone said that, so I decided to take another route. I had seen another picture of two people. First, someone said, mispronounced burst. So it's burst open the road. What can happen? And only K. Imran managed to speak the word of the day, that's in times. That's it. Also, Toastmaster.
I said once.
Okay, so, okay. Sorry.
I felt discouraged.
So for the listening test, let me request Toastmaster Faza.
Yes, sir.
To take our listening test. Over to you.
As a listener, I have been actively listening, and there were quite interesting phrases that I got. The first one was poor communicator. Who said that? Yes. Took another route. Took another movie Frozen. What I love. Nag him as much as possible.
Yeah.
You never know. What can happen? This was not another sentence. I think Imran's percent that. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Faza, for your listening role. Now it's time for me to evaluate the meeting in general. So we started 10 minutes late, but we are finishing definitely before time. So today we have two speeches, and both speeches were quite amazing. One has a serious message, and the second one has a very serious message, but it was full of humor. The table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Rafat. It was quite amazing, plus quite challenging for the speakers to talk about the topic. one suggestion that maybe the topic should be repeated twice and should the length of the topic should be minimized, reduced, so that the speaker could easily understand and won't ask you to repeat it again. It would be better if you would repeat the word of the day so that that word could be used as much as possible. The evaluators delivered amazing evaluations. Kudos to Toastmaster Alpha for such a wonderful speech evaluation. I must say that if you were competing in speech evaluation contest, you could have easily won the contest. Or maybe, yeah, against Toastmaster, it's quite difficult. Maybe you would have got third or second position. So it was quite amazing. So try not to underestimate yourself. You really spoke very well. You have a great command over language. And finally, although the participation was less, but the meeting is quite amazing. So with that, I would like to hand over the charge back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster.
Thank you, General Evaluator. One thing which I really loved about the Toastmaster is, though it's a 2 hours meeting, but I feel that it takes out your stress, your extra laziness or something of that whole week and makes you charged up for this 2 hours. Let us be thankful to each and everyone who have made it to the meeting and request I request for those who are available here, please encourage our fellow Toastmasters to just parch themselves in this meeting and make it a good historic one. Without further ado, let's announce the big four. Yes. So back to best big four, though General Evaluator did not appreciate Toastmaster of the day, but still I will say you started from prepared speech session. Okay. So today
I appreciate or not, you always win.
Today, yes, win. Toastmaster Alpha, actually, Toastmaster Imran was correct that you will be the podium finisher. But what he wanted to say was that I can also give you a tough fight. Let's move forward. Today, best four, big four were Toastmaster of the day, myself, Latif, Journal Evaluator, Toastmaster Imran Rana, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Rifat Mubin, and I missed out the Table Topic Evaluator. Who was it? Soon to be DTM Toastmaster Mohammed Asghar. That was just intentionally. I hereby request each and everyone to please vote for the best big four, and I hand over the charge to our presiding officer, our VP Education, Toastmaster Shazim Iqbal. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pradeep Mansoor. So nobody appreciate our TMOD, but I am the buddy who is going to appreciate a guy in a very, I think, suit, black shirt, black watch, and black glasses. I appreciate you bring a very interesting topic, and it was an impromptu experience for you. That everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. It was very relatable to each of us, and the table topic master, I think, did a great job, and she was very related to the theme. So overall, I would like to appreciate all the role players, the prepared speakers, especially Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar, the way you engage us and you refresh our minds with your humor. And when you say that she is your wife, so that was beautiful, and we were completely engaged, and you refreshed our minds. And the second biggest speaker was Toastmaster Sela Hamid, and she also delivered a tremendous speech. And I love the lesson that think first and jump first and think second. The evaluators were also tremendous, marvelous, I would say. I would like to appreciate DT Irfan Faruqi for offering the role on the impromptu basis, and he did a wonderful job. Also, I want to appreciate our young Toastmaster Alpha. For him, it was her first project of evaluation. She just delivered her first evaluation, and I would like you all to please give her a round of applause to appreciate her effort. Thank you for giving Toastmaster Silla a very thought-provoking and beautiful evaluation. I want to also respond to a question of Toastmaster Muhammad Azhar that he asked me while evaluating my table topic that why I did not appear with a speech. So I was not able to at least speak. Yesterday I called Imran Rana to say something very importantly, but he just said that, okay, you just take a rest and I will do whatever you want. So I was not able to speak. I have a sore throat and temperature. But DTM Talha was also not available, so I have to perform as an acting president. So that's, I think, I cover all the areas. I just wanted to appreciate again all the role players, especially Toastmaster Imran Rana, who took the place of general evaluator. Our general evaluator was Toastmaster Vase, but he did not came to the meeting. And Toastmaster Rana, thank you for your evaluation that is general evaluator. I spare some extra time for the table topics, but I think we did not follow the agenda. We spare 30 minutes in the agenda for the table topics, as we have just 2 speakers in today's meeting. But now it's 8 and 7. We have 20 minutes left. So is there any guest with us?
No, we don't have any guest, but I'm
Toastmaster Manoj.
I've shared the results with you. Please announce WhatsApp. Check your WhatsApp.
Okay. So before announcing the results, I would like anyone who wanted to talk about the theme that everybody, somebody, anybody, or nobody. Is there anybody to say something?
What I want to say over here. Okay. I basically like this. How to do it?
What was he saying?
Okay. Thank you very much, Shazid. I actually, while studying in political science, I came across a term which is called the tragedy of common. How many of you heard of the tragedy of common? You know, this tragedy of common means if we are in a park and that park is not clean, that park needs to be clean. But a lot of people visit that particular park within a given time. And everybody thinks that they are using the advantage of this car, but in this park, but nobody is interested in cleaning the car, the cleaning the park, because everyone thinks that it is others' jobs to do it. In political science, this is called the tragedy of common. I just wanted to draw the attention that we have a very good terminology for this situation, and I want to bring the notice of this terminology to our participant. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Toastmaster Asghar. Is there anyone else who wanted to say something about today's theme?
You
can announce the rules so that we can
Okay. Okay, so any guesses for the best prepared speaker?
Yes, please announce the result.
Okay, so as a best prepared speaker, we have again Toastmaster Sila Hamid. So just to remind everyone that Toastmaster Sila Hamid is delivering, she just delivered her fourth speech and she won fourth time as a prepared speaker. So a big round of applause for her. And as a best table topic speaker, we have Toastmaster Imran Rana. And for the best evaluator, we have our young Toastmaster lady, Toastmaster Arfat Abbasul. Many congratulations, Toastmaster Arfat Abbasul. And for the best facilitator role, we have Toastmaster Heba Rais. And for the role of Big Four, we have the one and only our champion, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed today's meeting and take care of yourselves and keep opting for the roles for the prepared speakers and for the auxiliary role players. We need your support to make more interesting meetings in the future. So it's all from my side, and I'm here to adjourn this meeting.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Allah Hafiz. Take care.